All right, good morning, everyone. 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins been off for a few days, getting rid of some PTO. But I wanted to jump back on here and let you know that we have some active weather coming through tomorrow. So let's just jump right into it. We have a weak cold front coming through the area. You can see some rain across the southeast, the deep south today, but notice that rain coming across Florida, at least a little bit of it, right, as we get into tomorrow morning. Mid-morning through early afternoon, and then it's out of here. And then we get a cool shot of air, and then we warm things back up pretty quickly. So it's not going to cool off too much. Here is the European forecast model. I'll run this out to about, 10 a.m. Wednesday morning, tomorrow morning. Best chance for rain is right around midday, 12, 1 o'clock or so. And then the rain will be moving to the south and the east through about 3 to 4 o'clock and drying up by sunset, I think, by tomorrow evening. Couple of thunderstorms in the mix, especially the further south you go. I'll show you that coming up. But let's take a look at the colder air coming in. You can see right now it's bottled up out west. It's been relatively warm in the southeast, but here it comes, diving to the southeast, swinging another trough of cold air. There you go. And that right there is Thursday, Wednesday night, Thursday. So that's the extent of it. The coldest air obviously stays up into the Carolinas and Georgia. But I think certainly we'll see some 30s, especially north of Tampa, as we get into Thursday morning. That will be our coldest morning. And then it starts to lift out. And I think we actually will warm up kind of quickly on the back side of this with some easterly winds, and I'll explain that too. Let's start with those easterly winds. Here we go. This is the front coming through. Let me show you Florida right here. Obviously, you can see that, right? There's Florida. Okay, there's the front coming through. This is Wednesday at 7 p.m. I want you to watch this area right here. All right, that is a area of low pressure that's developing. And won't worry about tropics. It's just a weak one. But look, that right there is, well, let's back up a little bit. That is Friday evening. And what's happening is you have a weak low here. And with a high to the north sitting up here, you get this flow coming in like this. This is the wind. So the wind is going to change pretty quickly. When the front comes through, we get these winds like this and then like this. Those are cold winds. But when we end up getting these winds, those are warm winds. And they're going to not only turn around pretty quickly, but they're actually going to be a little bit on the breezy side too. So it's going to be pushing warmer air in off the Atlantic over top of us. So the cool down is Wednesday night and Thursday. But then by Thursday night into Friday, we're already starting the warm up. All right, so let's take a look at the forecast, a little bit closer view of the rain. I'm going to run this out to right around 9:30, 10:30 in the morning. I think that's when the rain will really get started. There'll be a couple of thunderstorms in the mix. I don't think it's a big deal, but some downpours. That's 12 o'clock. That's probably our best chance for rain in Tampa. But watch some of these showers that are south of I-4. I want to watch these for a couple of thunderstorms. Eastern Sarasota, Manatee, Hardy, DeSoto, and Highlands County. That would be around 1 p.m. Wednesday through about 4 p.m. All right, although the risk of severe weather is low, we're still looking at some thunderstorms. All right, here comes the wind. Actually, a little bit on the breezy side as we get into Wednesday afternoon. This is Wednesday sunrise, south to southwest winds. That is around midday, and that's when the front's coming through. You can literally see the front right in here. That's the cold front, all right? That's the cold front. Winds are out of the south, southwest ahead of it, and then look at those northwest winds behind it. It's going to look really cool at the beach tomorrow afternoon with those winds coming through. Victory at Sea. Remember the old movie? I don't even remember the movie as much. That's what we say, for surfing when you have a lot of winds coming in. You call it Victory at Sea because it's like going to be super choppy. You're not going to be able to surf it. You won't want to. That's what the Gulf will look like. The East Coast, however, is going to have wind blowing offshore. A different story for them. So anyways, that's the cooler air coming in. There's the winds as we go through sunrise on Thursday morning. Still out of the north, so still cool. But watch what happens. This is in the evening on Thursday, and the wind's already east-northeast, or at least a northeast wind, and so that's the reason why we're warming things up. Let's talk temps. Today, beautiful, just like yesterday, absolutely gorgeous days, upper 70s to almost 80 degrees. This is tonight into Wednesday morning, so upper 50s, low 60s, which means I do expect some fog, but because the wind will be picking up, we may not have as much as what we saw this morning, but I certainly think we'll see some patches, especially inland. So patchy fog to get Wednesday started. Wednesday afternoon, still relatively warm, mid-70s, but most of that heat's in the morning and midday. After lunchtime, the rain's here, and then the cooler air is coming in the afternoon. And then here we go. This is Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And these numbers to me look actually warm. I'm thinking 30s for northern Pasco, Hernando, all Citrus, all these areas up here. In fact, probably get some freeze warnings in areas up here to the north, including Hernando and Citrus, or at least Citrus, and then low to mid 40s in the Tampa Bay area. So it's going to be chilly as we get into Thursday morning. Now, Thursday afternoon, we don't warm up a whole lot, generally low to mid 60s across the area, mid 70s down there along the coast in southeast Florida. But then look at this. We really start to warm things up. Here is Friday morning, 55 degrees, right? We're low to mid 40s on Thursday morning. That's for Tampa, 30s to the north. But then Friday morning, we're warming right back up, low to mid 50s. Friday gets to 70. Saturday, 74. Look at the weekend. Sunday, 76. Oh, man, this is nice. Also on this is the GFS forecast, but this day out here, this is Christmas. Upper 50s to low 60s in the morning, low 70s in the afternoon. It looks like we have a little bit of a front coming through as we get into Christmas Eve. Looked like it wasn't going to see a whole lot of rain. This is too far out in time, but that's what we're looking at right now. So I'll keep an eye on it. It doesn't look like a really cold Christmas at this particular point, but again, this is 2 weeks out. You know how these forecast models are, especially when you've been going through watching the tropics all summer long. So we'll keep an eye on it. But right now, certainly going to get a little bit of rain that we could use for your Wednesday, and then we'll see some much cooler air for Wednesday night.